Hey guys, I'm Zed.
And I'm Z.
So, Z here got a.
So what we have here is another one of our box openings. We didn't get to do that for Crimson Vow. However, we're back at it again. And this time we've got the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty set booster box. Like I said, we want to try to open at least one box per set going forward here. Sometimes more if we can manage to make that happen, or if we can find a fun way to do it. And then we might have a little bit of a bonus after this. But for now, let's kind of just crack into it and see what we can pull here. The set did go up for the pre-release yesterday, so Friday night was our pre-release. This is Saturday during the day we're recording this. But while we're at it, let's go ahead and just pop the plastic, see what we get.
Now, just to let you guys know, I almost bought a box, but my car needed a tire and an oil change. And, well, that's how life goes. Gotta take care of.
Real expenses first?
Yes, there we go. Tires are expensive on cars.
Yes, vehicles generally require maintenance, and maintenance is not generally going to be cheap. So, what we're going to do here, we will just toss that.
I need to buy a garbage can for under the desk.
So we've got our big, fun little, promotional thing here, kind of telling us about one of the Planeswalkers.
Ooh. Wait, who's this one? Do you know?
That is Tameo. And, spoiler alert, some nice things happen to her in this set. I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Oh, you talk about the lore.
Oh, yeah. And they're doing a better job of trying to showcase a lot of that lore here in the cards. So, maybe if we pull her, you'll be able to see kind of what they've done. But, yeah, it kind of goes back to my thing of I don't like that we're getting a cosmic horror ending threat every... I'm just going to leave the box right there. Every set. So, I like sometimes that just being a little bit more small scale or realistic. So,
sorry, I'm trying to get cord out of the way.
okay, and so right now what we're going to kind of do is we're just going to kind of crack on here, see what we can pull. And then based on that, what we're going to do, we'll kind of set some of the set cards down here. If we pull any of those commander specific cards out of the set boosters, we might just set them with the set cards and see what we get out of Kamigawa.
I know you guys have probably seen our list of our top 10 list of cards we're wanting to get. Hopefully we get some.
And if you haven't, you should be able to check that out. There should be a link in the description below. We're going to have some art cards. I'm going to just set that right below the camera here.
You got the art card that matches
We did get the art card, and we also got ourselves a samurai token.
Ooh.
So,
nice.
Fun little thing there. But we're going to kind of look at it, and we've got Dismal Backwater. Oh, one of the samurai here. So, it's going to help us make things cheaper. One of the cards, I was really excited for the set, so I've already got some of the good stuff here.
Nice. I'm a little bit jealous he got the set booster, but Z usually gets them.
Yeah, I've started trying to get the set boosters just because I do like the lottery, and as soon as they started making Commander exclusive cards in here, it's kind of my format. I have to go for it. So.
Yeah, I play Commander more than.
Speaking of a Commander exclusive card, we've got the Myojin. So.
Ooh, it's a nice spirit.
Yeah, and then our rare is the March of Reckless Joy. So it's the red march here. But it's actually not bad. And honestly, if you're working on the Prosper Precon still, that's a card that's fun to add. Because it does exactly what we want to do anyway. So
now, is there list cards in this?
Yeah, every set that's a set booster will have cards from the list.
Okay, so the list cards are in the set boosters?
They're in the set boosters.
Not the draft boosters. Okay.
So we've got a really cool art there. And then we've got one of the special lands, and it's also in foil. So it's a very, very pretty card. I know a couple of people are going to want to contest me for that. Zed here is one of them, and then another one of our friends from the shop will. I've got another one of Norika Yamazaki. So I've got all the versions for I already need, but it's nice to have a second. I'm sure that'll see some play. We got the Shadow Walker, Token Creator. I've seen a lot of people hyping this card. I really want to see what happens with people brewing on it. So, yeah, Experimental Synthesizer seems like a fun card. I want to see what happens with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to... I've been actually watching a lot of YouTube videos on other content creators that talking about this set. I'm really looking forward to a lot of the cards.
Behold the Unspeakable.
Ooh, nice.
So we have Invoke Despair. So that's going to be a fun little one there. Our foil and a token. So Community of Spirits for the foil. Just another one of the green kind of pseudo cantrips, I guess is what I'm gonna call them. I'm not sure what the community has kind of dubbed them. Just trying to make sure it's coming in clear.
Yeah, the auto. I'm getting tired of my equipment, and I might have to do something.
So we've got one of the blue ones now.
That's not foil, but it's still cool.
It's not foil, but it's nice. We'll just set it down over there. We've got a Shadow Walker. Okay, so we've got a nice little fun card. On Morbid, you can make some treasure.
Yeah, there may be some trading after this.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Befriending the Moths, and then the Imperial Moth on the back.
I kind of like the Saga cards.
Yeah, the Sagas are pretty fun here. Containment Construct, which I've seen some people be playing around with here. I'm not sure exactly what application it'll find yet, but we'll go from there. And then we've got our first set card from the actual set. That's going to be Nagao, Bound by Honor. So one of the old school samurai, but...
Ooh, nice.
He's a legend, and...
It has the Bancho?
Bushido.
Which, as we're filming this, you guys are probably watching Champions of Colorado, my look at that. And I did like the Bancho mechanic.
The Bushido. Yeah, I know Zed put that video out. I found that out prior to recording here. Kind of in a form of like we do our top fives, cards we're excited for every set. So, you know, he wanted to do that because he wasn't around for that. I wasn't either, but it's one of those. I've heard good things about the set. I've heard a lot of bad about the set too. I love the setting, but
it came out in 2004.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a bunch of the traditional like old school tap gain life lands. Fun card, You Were Already Dead. So I already see a bunch of people memeing about that card, so it's great.
Okay, a lot of the names for some of the Magic cards are really memeable.
Yes, we've got our first shrine. I'm trying to live the dream here. I need all 5. Plus the commander for it.
Yes.
Hey. So we've got a mythic rare here showing, but we've got the Fall of Lord Konda, as well as the Fragment. So, spoiler alert, I'm getting the Commander Precons. I'm doing the deck techs. They're almost done.
Okay.
I got 2 of the cards from the Commander Precon. We've got the Restoration of Igonjo, and then we've got our list card in the form of Pyroclasm.
Was it deals 2 damage
to each creature?
That's not bad.
Oh yeah, it's a simple 1 in a red, burn everything down. But yeah, I can't believe like.
Okay, I'm not a big fan of the vehicles. Just because it's a mechanic I have not played with. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to playing around with that mechanic a little bit.
It's interesting. I think the support they gave it here did help it a lot. And I think there's a lot more going on. So, you know, just talking about the Winchester draft here with this first card. We've got our little token pre-thing. Pre-include.
I know we've talked about playing some of the mini games. We might have to try that one time.
Looks like we've got that there. We'll just move that. So we've got Swamp here for the land.
Huh. We've opened 3 and... No, 4. And got one, almost each one. Nice. So the ratio might be better than some people thought was going to be with that.
Well, I've only gotten 3. There's the swamp, the foil swamp, and the island here so far. Dragon Spark Reactor, the Modern Age. Oh, hey, we got Planeswalker and
Ooh,
form
nice.
the Wandering Emperor. We've also got,
Nice little saga.
Yeah. But I'm really happy about the Wandering Emperor. That was on my list. So that's one of those cards I was really excited to get out of the set. So
Ooh, nice. I'm looking forward to seeing the deck you build with this.
with what?
With the new cards and seeing the shenanigans you come up with.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of just implementing it in old strategies for the most part, though. So, spoiler alert. Foil is Kumano faces Gakazan.
That was nice.
Okay, so we've got a basic mountain. I'll just put that over there for later.
Ooh. You know, I get more excited seeing the cards than I do the pictures online for the spoilers. I don't know why, but it just seems better to my opinion.
Well, it's a lot more fun, but at the same time, trying to get an idea of what's in the set, it definitely helps.
Yes.
So, what we'll do is we'll kind of just move some of these commons and uncommons off to the side here and tuck them in the box. Just telling us, that the list exists. It's a thing. And we appreciate them for that. We've got a Jungle Hollow.
Ooh, nice.
So, beautiful new art.
And I do like how they're giving us new art for some old cards. And I am going to give a shout out to all the artists that do the art for these Magic cards.
There we go. There's one of the cards I was really hyped for.
Ooh, yeah.
I've got some shenanigans I'm maybe looking at with that.
But, yeah, like I was saying, the artists that do the art for these, shout out, guys. You're doing an awesome job.
Yeah, and so we've got one of the sagas here that helped with that. Now, the nice thing is, we got one of the lands. And I think the lands in this set are pretty sweet with their utility. So, because if you don't need them, you pitch them and you get an effect. Pay some mana, of course, but, what's mana when you need juice or need action in the game? So,
I actually did not pay attention to the lands.
yeah, there are no real, rare dual lands in the set. The dual lands in the set here are the ones we've been showing, the tap lands. However, that doesn't mean that they're bad or anything. It just means that they're not traditional or what we've got. So we've got, Captain, Mentor, Arrest, Repel the Vile. We're kind of just working our way through here, try to keep it moving along and just show off some of the notables. So we've got the Cloud Seal Kieran.
Ooh.
Foil Roadside Reliquary, which this card I'm really excited for, actually, all things considered. I think this is one of the better lands, especially at Uncommon. Our list card, however, is really fun. Noxious Revival. I've kind of been on the edge about, I would like to have this card. I don't want to pay this card's price tag, so pulling one is actually pretty nice.
Wait, what is that? What's that up there?
So that's a symbol where if we pull that Tameo, we'll have to explain it a little bit more, but basically it's a symbol that says it can be paid with a green mana or 2 life.
Oh.
So you can pay 2 life and get a card from your graveyard to the top of your library.
Nice.
And it's associated with the Phyrexians.
Okay.
So it's called Phyrexian mana. Needless to say, I like the mechanic. I just don't like necessarily the Phyrexian showing up all the time here recently. Now we've got a Plains for our little set here.
Ooh. I'm just going over here because the cards look nice.
Looks like we got another one of our shrines.
So that's 2 shrines.
Another one here. So we got 2 of them back to back.
3 shrines.
Interesting. Okay, so I know I need to talk to a friend of mine. It's Phyrexian text Tameo.
Okay.
So, I guess there goes the secret. Tameo gets converted or completed into a Phyrexian in this set.
Oh.
That's a thing I didn't really care for. That's also some juice I pulled out. So
That
I'm pretty okay with that.
that is an awesome card, though.
Yes, the Phyrexian text stuff they've been doing here lately. The cards that have it have been pretty popular. We've got Jugan defends the temple. So it's one of the sagas. Give you guys, put counters on guys, then flip it over to the dragon spirit.
This is always cool.
And that's one of our mythics in the set here. And then we have the Master's Rebuke. So it'll be able to fight and kind of exchange a little bit better. Some green removal.
Nice. You're getting some really good pulls out of these.
Yeah, I'm pulling some fun things. We'll kind of just have to see how it goes because, we can only get so far.
Right.
I will say this looks very, very pretty. I really do like the art style on that.
Yes.
I haven't actually seen one of the comments I'm kind of looking for that I really like the artwork for. It's not an amazing card in the set, but I love the artwork, so.
Ugh. Yeah,
So.
I might actually have to play around with some of these sagas. It seems like there's a bunch of good ones in it.
So we got Greasefang. That's kind of our rare here for this one. And he's going to be a rat pilot. And then we got an ogre and a pilot token. I kind of want a pilot token just altered to be Diva from Overwatch because that just strikes me as a thing. That should exist.
So I don't play Overwatch.
I used to play it a while ago, but it's one of those. It's appropriate. I'm okay with it.
I mean, it's probably a fun game. It was overhyped for me.
I didn't really buy it. I had a friend of mine who had it. So we got another swamp.
Gee, a lot of blue I'm seeing.
Well, and that's the thing is the set boosters are kind of set up to where you should have kind of a little bit of a theme going through them.
Which is cool. I mean,
so we've got a legend here, Naomi, Pillar of Order. Okay, so here's a card I've been seeing a lot of people hyped about as well, the Reality Chip. So
Ooh.
one of the big things in the set. I'm glad we kind of pulled one. And then we have a Geothermal Kami. Yeah, this set, it's been very interesting to kind of watch the previews and kind of ride that wave of hype for the set, kind of skeptical, hyped for it again, as we've kind of gone along here. So we've kind of got one of our how to play games. This one is the Cyber Simulacrum is what they're calling it. So,
ooh, that one actually sounds fun.
and then another one of our Moonfolk. So, Swamp. So we'll just set that aside. Oh, I sneaked a peek. There's a foil in here.
Ooh, foil.
So, but yeah, this set's been pretty nice and pretty fun overall. I'm hoping that by the time this goes out, we should have something else in mid-production or mid-ready to go. And hopefully y'all will be able to see it and kind of enjoy another perspective on the set.
Yeah.
So we've got Satoru Umezawa, and I'm probably mispronouncing these names. That's just going to be
Sorry.
a thing. But this is also the buy box promo, and I did pick up one of those as a buy box promo as well. And then the Wanderer's Intervention, with the Wandering Emperor just slicing, Jenga Taxes showing what for. So I'm down with that.
Like you have to, you got to show off every now and then.
Well, I'm tired of the Praetors being big bads all the time. I'm tired of the world-ending threats. So, if we got a card of one getting struck down, I'm down with that. I'm okay with it. Means I don't have to wait for that arc to resolve itself. We've got a foil swamp here.
Is that the same one we got last one?
No, it's a different one of the foil swamps. So,
Because I know there's two Pictures.
Ooh, this art's really, really pretty here on the Moonstairs Specialist. So, the silencer's also really nice. Needless to say, some of these arts are very, very good. I appreciate the Lucky Offering. So, I'm really down with how they've done this set.
Oh, there's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
The boy.
Yeah. Our boy. And then we've got the core for the vehicle deck. So that's a fun little thing. Well, let's put that in the wrong spot for me. And then we have the foil White Shrine.
Nice.
And our list card here is going to be Novice Knight. So, and I have a Knight deck at the house, so that's a card I can find around or use for.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry if you see me shifting around on the camera, I'm a little bit sore. My back's hurting, and so I'm just trying to make sure I'm in the frame. I'm here, and I'm being involved with y'all. So.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning over here. Not because this is boring. I love it. I don't sleep at night.
So we got a forest as one of our special lands there, and I will say these lands, love them. I've been getting a lot of compliments on like people loving these lands in the set. I kind of wish it was one per pack, but at the same time, they're popular enough as is. Kitsune Ace, that's a fun little card here.
Ooh, nice.
So, When We Were Young, kind of another one of those story spotlight cards. We've got one of the commander-specific ones. That makes me a little bit sad because I'm not thinking we're going to get the one I'm wanting. But we've got the Fable of Mirror Breaker. This one makes me really happy because Kiki Jiki is one of those cards I really, really love. This is kind of an homage to him, where he creates token copies of creatures. And for me, that gets me really excited because at the end of the day, I love copying Enter the Battlefield abilities. And this set has a lot of copy effects. We also have the Saga Commander, Satsuki the Living Lore.
Wait, isn't foil supposed to go in the other stack?
It's also a rare.
Oh, okay.
So I put it with the rares.
He does his differently than I do mine.
And I'm probably not being consistent for what it's worth. It's just one of those, it kind of helps me keep a system, keep it at least somewhat out of the way. That's the more important thing.
Part of the big problem with buying box sets for me is I get behind on separating and organizing.
These cards will be organized as soon as I get the opportunity.
Ooh.
Pervert Tech. Yeah, this card looks really sweet. It reminds me of like some of the stuff I'd see in other card games that are much more anime kind of themed or oriented or have those art styles.
Kind of reminds me of Vanguard a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the ones I was throwing that at. But I do like that art style. I do watch the anime from time to time. I'm not super huge into it, but...
I watched the first season of Vanguard.
Foil, You Were Already Dead, so that's really kind of fun. But then we have a Hinata Dawn Crown. So that's going to be a really fun commander. I think I could find a few fun things I can play around with that. So that one actually... The more I read that card, the more I kind of come around to it. It's one of those, it doesn't strike me as something that'll be super popular, but it strikes me as like a fun budget commander to build or play around. So...
And
then
Yet the land. I'm kind of wanting to try to build a ninja deck. I just don't want to have to pay the price for some of the older ninjas.
Well, the thing is, a lot of those cards, some of them are never going down, and some of them. So here's a second Tameo. This one's regular, where it actually explains Phyrexian mana on the card. So you remember how I said I didn't think we would run into too many of these cards, so I didn't think I needed to explain Phyrexian mana and completed. Apparently, it's a good thing I did. So,
see, I always ask the questions that I know you guys are going to ask, because I'm still learning. I'm still learning Magic, and I'll probably still be learning Magic 10 years from now.
Well, and the thing that makes it a little bit more available or inclusive in my mind is actually the fact that everyone has to learn. Even when a new set comes out, there are new mechanics, and those new mechanics change the way the game plays fundamentally. Even if it's something small as, okay, cool, now we have a new thing we have to worry about, or a new mechanic, or a new rule. So, ultimately, it allows everyone to feel like they're involved, and I really love the way they handle these samurai
nice.
as well. So,
Kind of talking about ninjas and looking at ninjas make me want to go watch Naruto again. Ooh, nice.
Mirror Box. Okay, I'm down with this. So Mirror Box says the legendary rule, or the legend rule, does not apply to permanents you control. That alone is scary when I
Nice.
love copying things. It gives legendaries +1/+1, and each non-token creature you control gets +1/+1 for things of the same name. So this just says things like Scoot Swarm are fun.
No.
This things like Yarick getting copied 7 or 8 times is really fun. I like this card.
Which means it's getting blown up.
And then a pilot token.
If I have the ability to blow it up in time.
So, obviously you can tell I'm up to no good, but I enjoy those kind of effects. I remember when Mirror Gallery back in the original Kamigawa block was the only card we had that did things like that. So we had to kind of grasp at straws a little bit. So we've got a foily land, so that kind of
Nice.
gets us there.
Now, just to let you guys know, yes, Z here does do some funky stuff with Magic, but at the end of the game, we're still friends. It's all fun and games.
Oh yeah, and even then, it's not all the shenanigans. There's some also other stuff in between. So we got Ceremonial Guard as a list card. Our rare is going to be Invoke Justice. And then we have Selfless Samurai as a foil, which I like the card anyway. I think it's fun, especially when you do like Voltron decks or something. It's a way to protect your commander, so it's a nice little card to just have in the toolbox.
Which I am planning on working on my Boros deck. Though, I may change the commander out. Yeah. I like doing that. I'll have a deck, and I never consider it done completely, because I like to change out cards and mix it up. And you got the
Yeah, this one.
Katana.
Yeah, it seems very samurai focused in this particular. So. We have Kotis or Kotos, the Silent Spider.
Ooh.
So that's a fun little one here. Puzzle Maker. Okay.
It's a
I
tutor.
got Demonic Tutor off the list. I think my list cards might actually just be better than what I'm pulling out of the set here today.
Ooh,
So for
man.
perspective, I've been looking at Demonic Tutor for a bit from a friend of ours who has been like, okay, cool, I've got one set aside for you, I'll trade or whatever. And I haven't been able to justify the price tag. Zed may be able, if he wants, he can probably clip that price there, put it right underneath. But yeah, so that was a fun little list pull. Needless to say, I think this box has been pretty good. Interestingly enough, there's some things I expected to see so far that I haven't, but I can't really be mad, all things considered.
When you get this guy?
When I get a Demonic Tutor and a Noxious Revival.
I'm actually really getting jealous of his pulls here.
For what it's worth, the guy who has the Demonic Tutor is the same friend who is probably going to be interested in that Tameo, so...
The bearded man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure I can find other things to trade from him, if he's interested.
Oh, see.
There we go. There's my DJ. That's one of the cards I was wanting to get, even if I was just getting it for the art. So, I can now say I got the DJ.
Ooh.
Darkside Chef, I just like it as a good card. And he's making Ghost Ramen. There we go. There's one of the other cards I was looking for. So we've got the Animus of Night's Reach thing. But this is one of the cards I was really looking for in this set.
Yeah, everyone's been talking about this guy.
Yeah, and I know 3 or 4 of us have talked about his commander, have been comparing it to Wolfgar from the Adventures from Forgotten Realms commander decks. I know one person's going one way, one person's going another way, and I rotate decks so frequently, I'm almost never going to be playing the same deck as somebody else, so for me, it's one of those. I really like that being available. So I'm really glad I pulled one. So,
Yeah, I generally have about three decks that I rotate from playing.
yeah, and my little secret is I only have one copy of every card in my collection I try to hold on to. Every other card or every other copy goes in my extras or my trade box. Specifically because, so I got the Blizzard Blade Kitsune in the pretty card.
Nice.
Yeah, so I try to get all the other cards and I basically just set them in a box and go, hey, these are my trade stuff. So I can get off of them and I can just move the cards around as I need them because I'm not really going to be playing 2 or 3 decks at the same time. I don't need to have 2 or 3 decks put together. I can kind of just keep it simple that way.
Well, also, my decks are my wife's decks, so we just grab a deck and go. So we try to keep a couple decks handy just so we can sit down and play.
Yeah. Another one of the pilots.
Ooh, nice.
So, needless to say, Zed, if you're needing the pilots, if you're wanting to build crew, I'll have them for you all day long. I will say the reinforced Ronin and foil is really, really cool.
That is beautiful over there.
And then the ogre head helm.
I really like the foil.
So just between you and me, guys, on chat here or on comment section, I'm going to have a bunch of Katoris in my trade binder, apparently, because I just can't stop pulling them. And I've already got the pre-orders for both commander decks, so already got mine on the way.
As of recording, those come out in 2 weeks?
I think it's next week.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So the goal is by the time the stuff is released, I should have the videos in Zed's hands for editing. I am literally adjusting the land base and getting them recorded. That's what I'm waiting on. I haven't had running water, and I'm trying to look presentable on camera, so I literally hadn't been able to film yet.
And I will, as soon as I can, get those out to you guys. I've been trying to do more editing and stuff.
We think we might have found a schedule, and that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, Zed just needs to stop playing Minecraft for a while.
No, you can just play it on your downtime.
I love Minecraft.
But yeah, so, we got more. Another secluded courtyard, which is really fun. Gloom Shrieker. Zeus's mini journeys, which that I love that. Okay, and then we've got Shigeki, Jukai Visionary.
That is scary looking.
He's a snake druid.
I don't like snakes.
He just won't be your friend.
No.
Foil short circuit and another token.
No.
I don't mind snakes. Snakes are fine. If I can't identify it or if it's like in the wild, I just don't want it near me. Because antitoxin ain't cheap.
Snakes belong away from me.
They just want to be your friend.
No.
Foil Tranquil Grove. That just reminds me of Camino. Anyone who's familiar with Star Wars, bag me up. Does that not look like Camino?
Yes. I actually had to think of what Camino was, but yes.
Jukai Trainee, Imba Keeper, Bear Memory, Baptist.
So, what cards have you guys been wanting to pull, or what cards did you guys pull? Have you guys bought yourself a box on pre-release?
So, we've got Beseju, Who Endures. So, we've got another one, and this is one of the lands I really like. For perspective, one of the decks I would love to be able to rebuild, I don't know that I can get all the pieces or cards for it, is my mono green control deck for Commander. We've got the Fang of Shigeki, which is a Snake Ninja with Death Touch. And then one of our list cards is going to be the Wooden Stake. Vampire, no.
What? I just feel like I need to add that to my wife's vampire deck.
Well, it auto kills vampires, basically.
That is kind of cool.
Yeah, so
and they can't be regenerated.
Yeah, so if you were wanting to build the Innistrad theme deck for each of the tribes, you put that in the human deck, and it's actually a really fun thing you can do. Okay. So we're at another Infiltrator, Shadow Walker, Ninja Kunai. So there we go. I'm no Joey Wheeler, so we're not going to just scream out the card. But if you're familiar with the joke, let us know. What am I referencing?
Actually not.
One of Joey's signature cards. We're talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Mr. Wheeler. That was my area Yu-Gi-Oh! So there you go. Gravelighter, though. It's a really fun little sacrifice loop piece. Tales of Master Seshiro. Greasefang, which is that rat pilot. We got the special art for it.
Ooh, nice.
Then we get Invoke the Winds. Gain control of target artifact or creature and untap it. It's 5 mana, but it's a fun little way to gain control of stuff. Prosperous Thief and Foil. There we go. And here's a hint. I'm going back into the old Commander decks, including Rogues. This is one of those cards I want to add to it. So, it's a nice thing to pull. Then we got a Spirit Token.
Nice.
And don't worry, this is not all the Kamigawa we're going to open on the channel here.
Yeah.
Not only is it not all the Kamigawa we're going to open on the channel, stay tuned. There is another video we're going to put out here with a little bit of gameplay. So that's kind of our teaser trailer midway through this one. So that way you kind of have a reason to stick it through.
Yeah, we got a couple videos in progress. We always got videos in progress. I'm liking Kamigawa enough that I want to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, and one thing we're wanting to maybe consider is we do want to do the deck tech upgrades here on the Commander Precons because everyone sometimes this is going to be people's first introduction into the Commander format. So we want to kind of give an idea of, hey, these are some cards you might be considering in order to do so, but you don't necessarily have to do. Then on the flip side, box openings, because we're going to be opening the packs anyway. We want to share that with y'all and share that experience, so that way if there's something we missed or something that y'all want to dunk on us for, let's say I opened a really bad box at one point, hey, dunk on me, give me the grief. But at the same time, then sometimes I'll pull boxes like this where things are crazy. So, but the other thing we might want to do is just start implementing pre-release kit games. So basically where we play out of sealed pre-release kits. Considering I work on Friday nights, I generally can't sit there and play in the pre-release. But I do try to pick up the pre-release kits just so I can, kind of see what I'd get out of the pre-release kit, build a deck, kind of get an idea for the format. With that being said, it gives us a fun little way that we can get a little bit of extra content out here and, still not repeat the same things or kind of go to the same general thing. So.
And I kind of like the pre-release kits because they're not that bad of a price.
This is a fun little card here. Sneaky little gem if you're building a deck for a commander that needs to protect its commander. This is actually a sneaky little one. It gives it some hexproof and indestructible. So,
ooh, nice.
Just something to keep in mind. You don't always have to be looking for the big, splashy rares. Sometimes you can find it at the lower rarities.
That may be another one. Not for Neo Dynasty, but for the next one, we might look into just talking about some more of the commons that are more shockingly worth the value than some of the rares.
Yeah, and then our rare slots here, we've got Tatsunori Toad Rider, which is a Soul Tide commander, so I enjoy that. And then the foil Multaki Soul Ripper. With a name like Soul Ripper, it must be metal. So,
metal. I'm also wanting to get some of the collector boosters. Yeah. I might open some of those on camera with you guys.
Yeah, so those might be some openings. And we want to try to do a little bit more openings across all the games because we want to represent everybody. Magic is my main card game, but I also like Pokemon. I'm familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! I know Zed's real big into Digimon. Mm-hmm. We want to kind of be able to include everybody here and, welcome everyone here while we kind of get used to it or learn the games.
And stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a deck tech on a Digimon game. Deck, not game. I am so tongue-tied sometimes.
So we've got the Sky Turtle. That's a fun little card for the channel deck, where basically you can get some utility out of it. So it makes it a really good, nice utility card here as well. So,
Is that a flying turtle?
yeah, it's a flying turtle.
Nice.
We've got one of the other samurai that's really fun in the set, where it gives you extra combats.
Oh, that's the one I was looking for. Nice.
And we got a foil Intercessors of Rest, which that's fun. I'm surprised. I haven't actually pulled like a Light Paw. I haven't pulled the red Yamazaki. So, honestly, I'll be a little bit disappointed if I don't get any of those, just because I'm kind of excited and I was wanting to brew with them. That might mean I may have to kind of talk with someone to pick me up some singles, which I normally don't do.
I don't generally buy singles. I'll trade. I don't buy singles.
That's my big thing is I will trade most of the time, but if I can't get them, I can't get them. So I do try to make sure I have them available.
But I will definitely be buying a box eventually.
Junji, the Midnight Sky. So here's our here's the mythic rare dragon we pulled.
Ooh, nice.
So it's no Cocoa Puffs, but he's pretty fun. Not only that, we got my foil DJ, which I'm really happy about actually. So, like I said, I if anything, I might be a little bit disappointed, but it's because I didn't get all the fun things I wanted. It doesn't mean I didn't enjoy this box. This box was well worth it. One of my other list cards, though, is Tapestry of the Ages. And it's a draw spell, or it's an artifact that can allow us to ramp a little bit, or draw, I should say, not ramp.
No matter what's in the last two packs that we have sitting here, I think this box was worth it.
Yeah.
Just for the Demonic Tutor, because that was an awesome pull.
And me being disappointed about this box, knowing that, watch, I'm going to pull absolute juice out of this. That's my luck, as I complain about it, and then it's just like, why are you complaining? So
You didn't even get to the good stuff yet.
Subduer, so another one of the samurais I didn't have. Silver Fur Master, so give me some tribal support.
Some rat ninjas. I'm sorry, but I love the fact that there are rat ninjas in this.
Yeah. Okay, I got Takanuma, the Abandoned Mire. So I've got another one of the channel lands. See, what was I talking about? I would complain about it, and I would get more. In this case, I got the Yamazaki I was just complaining I didn't get. So, and I got it in foil rather than a normal one. So, that's karma coming back to me, huh? So what's next, huh? I'm going to pull a Light Paws out of this last pack.
Maybe. Let's see.
So
it's really cool. Even though I'm not opening the packs, it's really cool to just sit here seeing this.
yeah, and he gets to gauge my reaction real time. So it's one of those. Obviously you can tell I'm smiling. I'm not like upset or in a bad mood about it. It's like, come on. So overall, the set's been really, really fun. It's been really fun watch. Okay, at least it didn't do me like that this time. So we've got the Invoke Calamity, and then we've got the Trespasses. And no fun token. Okay. But yeah, no, I think we did okay with this box.
Yes.
Because I think that tutor basically paid for like $40-$50 of that box.
Jeez.
So half that price of my box was pretty much paid for in set cards. I don't think I did too bad here.
No. And I can see some issues I might have to come across when I play you some Magic in the future.
Yeah, maybe. At the end of the day, though, like I said, I think this is a fun set to kind of open and play around with. Yeah, I'm not going to say this is the most powerful set in the world. I don't know that anyone has. I know it's got some good pieces across the board, though. And I feel like this set has done a really good balance of kind of like casual cards for like niche use, and then like some actual cards that'll see some competitive play across the board here. So overall, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with how Neon Dynasty has been doing. It's setting up to do. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the the events and stuff, how it plays there. But we are going to pause the video for a second before we sign off because we might be doing something special at the end.
Yeah, we have one more thing for you, so please bear with us for just a moment.
All right, guys.
And through the magic of editing, we've swapped seats.
Yes.
And we have a pre-release kit in front of us. So we actually got 3 pre-release kits between us and, his
My
wife.
wife.
Got one. So.
So when we do our pre-release look at, which will be a different video, this is not the box I will be opening in that video.
Yes, that's not allowed to pull from both.
No,
We're not doing that.
No. But I did get one, and I wanted to share it with you guys as bonus content if you made it this far into the video. And I like the pre-release kits.
Yeah, they're real fun. It's really more of a question of what rares are we going to pull today? And then what kind of deck can we build? And in this case, it's just going to be what kind of cards can we add to, the wife's portion of the collection that she can use to add to their decks.
Right. No, don't think I take all the good cards. Sometimes I will build her deck before mine.
A little bit behind the scenes, they have me help them build decks, so I make sure she does not get the short end.
I'm trying to learn how to build decks better.
We gotta let Zed have a little bit of competition in his life. It can't just be all nice luxury, right?
Ooh,
yeah, lovely little spin down with the little the little mountain there. I'm down with that.
and I like the this camera better. Okay, I like the picture on the side.
Yeah. So we've kind of got an instructional on how to build a pre-release deck.
Which we'll go over this stuff in the next video. Alright. Yes, we're just going to jump to this.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the big face thing. So we've got the Spirit Sisters Call. And this is one of those fun things where, like, in the pre-release, sometimes you'll build around that card and it'll kind of make or break your pre-release. Sometimes you'll find other stuff and that's just a nice to have. So, with that, it's a big, fun, splashy spell that can be used for, like, a reanimation effect, if I recall correctly.
At the beginning of your end step, choose target permanent card in your graveyard. You may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen card. If you do, return the chosen card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains. If this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile is instead of putting it anywhere else.
Yeah, so it'll reanimate things, and it's not just creatures; it's permanents. So that's the lovely little thing about that.
I like that, and we got some tokens.
Yeah,
and a code.
Yeah, and the fun thing is that's a mythic rare in your pre-release slot.
Nice.
So it's not just a rare; it's a mythic.
So we got 6 packs, and these are draft boosters.
Yeah, so these are going to have more cards in them, and they're going to be kind of a little bit better dispersion of what you're getting. So just some fun things you have to worry about.
This one already looks like it wants to come open, which is nice. Because you know me and plastic. Alright. Ooh.
Yeah, so we've got some shrine cards.
Not.
The not quite counter spell.
Yeah. I am. Ooh. We get the card that matches.
Yeah.
This is always. Ooh, I like the beetle.
Yeah.
Virus beetle. That reminds me of Crossbug. No,
Scooty?
No, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
There's a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh insects.
Yeah. It was the one that Kaiba used in the movie. Anyways, I'm talking Yu-Gi-Oh and we're looking at magic cards.
Reliquary, though, that's a fun card.
This one?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. I'm going to have to sit down and read all of these cards. Ooh, I got the turtle.
Yeah, you got yourself a flying turtle.
Noise.
There you go. You got the Meyer as well. And so out of this pre-release kit, black is looking to be a little bit strong for you.
That might actually go in my wife's deck.
Because that's a fun little card.
Ha 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 ha. My Rat Ninja.
Yeah. And then a land.
And a token. Not bad.
Yeah, so it's a good fun starting point.
Yeah, see, I'm not as organized as Z. Mine goes over on the shelf behind me. And then about 2 months, I'll figure out where I put the cards.
So yeah, I'm going to organize all mine in a 5-row box. It's going to be in converted mana cost order based on whether it's creature, artifact, enchantment, all that.
That's actually a good idea.
And then based on the color.
Converted mana cost?
Yeah, so it's going to be, I sort them out by color. Then I do by creature, artifact, enchantment, all that. Then I do CMC, so that way I can just go, oh, it's white artifact 3MC, 3 CMC. Go pull it up, go find it. Oh, cool. I know exactly where it is.
I might actually try that. That sounds like a good one. I got a lucky offering. Nice.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Lucky offering just needs to be altered to be a Meowth.
Yes. I know Magic is doing the cross dimension stuff.
The Magic Universes or Universes Beyond.
What if they crossed Magic and Minecraft? Or Magic and Pokemon?
Okay, Pokemon I'm all down with. Pokemon I'm totally down with. Give me a set where all the Pokemon are just different monsters, all the trainers are just different, like, instants and sorceries. Hidetsu,
Devouring Chaos?
Yeah, and I'm butchering that name, I already know. So, I'm sorry, guys.
Nice.
But it's an Ogre Demon.
And my land, and a pilot token.
Yeah, which I will say, the nice little thing is they've made the pilot's crew for, like, 2 better. So...
Yeah.
It's a sneaky way to get a crew 3, basically.
Because that was one of my problems with some of the vehicles when I was looking at it. The crew cost was high.
Yeah, so it does a lot to make vehicles a lot more viable in this set. And we've gotten a couple of cards that could be viable vehicle commanders. You're not just in, like, Boros like you used to be. So, I really think this does a lot to help it out, especially in Commander.
That's a drone.
Yeah, it's a drone.
Drones are now everywhere. They're even in Magic.
Well, yeah, it's cyberpunk. Of course it is.
I'm sorry, guys.
As someone who's played a lot of, like, Shadowrun and cyberpunk, tabletops, that's a thing.
Surprisingly, in Cyberpunk 2077, the video game, there's not that many drones. So I'm talking about other games as I'm looking at Magic cards. That's how my brain runs. I do like that art on that one.
Yeah, the Jukai trainee.
And I'm sorry, I'm not reading the names because I already know I would butcher every word on it.
Yeah, and a lot of these we've already kind of discussed or covered. So, oh hey, that's the blue shrine. That's the one I didn't get.
We'll put that right there.
Well, we'll see if I pull one later too, though.
Now we did get the red shrine.
I did get the red
and you got it in foil.
I got the white one in foil.
Was it the white one? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just put that there for
recover units, which is going to be one of the fun ones in the Commander Precon. So,
ooh,
March of Wretched Sorrow.
Ooh, nice.
This pre-release kid is screaming, "Please play black. We really want you to be malice and hateful."
Yes.
And I'm kind of sitting here smiling about it.
I'm feeling a major black-red deck.
This just screams black and splashy other colors.
Yes.
So.
I hate opening packets. I can open packets all day. Off camera, fine.
I love opening packs.
On camera, I always mess up opening the pack. Papercraft Decoy. Nice. That is kind of cool. I like the art.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the art for most games more than the cards themselves.
Okay, so I'm gonna go on a little bit of a micro rant here. This is the best form of gambling because even when you lose, you win. You get something actually like tangible for your efforts, even if it's just more cards in order to play the game, more game pieces.
Yes, and I would agree. This is kind of gambling because
it's random chance in the booster pack. It's random chance,
but you're always guaranteed to get something. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
And I would rather spend my money on booster packs than gambling.
Yeah.
And I keep wanting to show that foil.
There you go. Now you're showing the foil.
Patchwork automaton?
Yeah.
Nice. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, put a +1 counter on Patchwork automaton.
Yep.
Nice. And it's an artifact, so.
And there you go. You got one of the lands.
Nice.
And you got the monk.
Oh, nice. Not bad. I like it. I'm really happy I got the 2 shrines. I got the 1 land. But of course, these are draft boosters, so they're meant for drafting. Which, I've never actually done.
Drafts are fun. It's just, realistically, it's getting the people together for a draft is not always the easiest.
That is true. Which I would like to bring you guys some draft content. But, again, getting the stuff, getting the people together, that is a little hard.
Especially considering where we're at in the world still.
Yes. Light the way.
Yep.
Nice.
Experimental synthesizer.
That's the one you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I'm seeing a lot of people speculating on and finding some interesting things there. So.
I may have to look at that one then.
Yeah, it seems like there's some fun that can be had there. I don't know too much about how we approach that card. So.
Okay, there's your Snake Ninja.
Yeah.
That one just looks more terrifying.
Coiling Stalker. Yeah, it's great. I don't see what the problem is with these.
I don't like snakes.
Reject fear. Embrace snake.
I'm sorry, I really don't like snakes.
I just want to be your friend. Cloud Steel Kieran.
Artifact creature equipment.
Kieran.
Nice.
And then you got another one of the lands.
Ooh, nice.
So you got one of each for your Boros stack.
Yeah. And then my Samurai token.
Yeah. And then we got one more booster pack.
Is it going to be a good one?
Well, we'll see.
And I've just now noticed the camera is a few seconds out of behind. It has to be a setup. Something in my setup.
Yeah, like I said, we're working on it. We're hoping to get that fixed. But in the meantime, we're going to just try to play through it.
I mean, the good thing is it's not like it's a 5 or 10 second delay.
It's maybe a half a second to a second behind.
No. Target non-creature spell unless the controller face. Not bad.
But it's for 1 blue mana.
Yeah.
So, Spell Pierce is a really nice card, and it's a really fun reprint. It's not so much for us at Commander as much as it's for, like, the constructed format, standard, modern, stuff like that. So, it's really for them. That's where they're really going to see a lot of that.
Modern. I don't know.
8th edition forward.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's been, like, a premier set.
So, here, we got a Fox Pilot.
Pilot, yeah.
Pilot.
Kitsune Ace.
Whenever a vehicle you control attacks, choose one. And then it gives... Okay, that is really cool.
Yeah.
I know... I have looked at a lot of the cards. I just don't have a good enough memory to memorize all of the effects.
Well, and the cards are new, so that's fair.
Yeah.
You'll learn more about the cards as you kind of go through time and play with the cards.
Roadside...
Reliquary.
Not...
Yeah, I pulled one in foil. I really like the card. I'm really down for it. So,
Thundering Raijin?
Raiju, yeah.
Nice.
And then you get a land.
Yeah. And a
Treasure, yeah. And for what it's worth, anyone who is just getting into the game, anyone who is looking to, hey, I need to get some lands on the cheap to help filter my mana base, these cards are great, especially if you're building like a Pauper Commander deck. These are common lands that help you fix your mana. So, realistically, I really like this cycle. If you don't have any, it might be worth adding 1 or 2 to your collection if you're building for Commander. The standard players, you're probably going to use your rare land cycles. You don't need them as much, but mostly I'm talking more for like Commander or even just casual table play. And they've done a really good job with the art, so it helps make them a lot more playable.
And if you guys are really looking to get into Commander, into Magic in general, the pre-release kits are kind of nice because you do get 6 packs for $25-ish, and it's not bad. And right now might be a good time to get into Magic, just because there is a new set, so everyone's at that point of learning what the new set does, and you're not at a disadvantage of the set's been out for a month, and people know all the tricks.
And even then, if it's just you and a couple friends playing casually around the kitchen table, there's no need to necessarily go out of your way to go get the most competitive thing. Honestly, I also like set boosters for that, because again, that they do try to have a theme throughout the middle of the pack that helps them be a little bit more viable. Like in my pack, you saw there were some where it's just like, here's like 7 samurai in a pack.
Which was really nice.
Which, okay, cool, it helps me build a samurai themed deck. So they're there for a reason, and I like them as a good starter product. I like that they're giving us Commander products, with Commander being one of the predominant formats. I think it's a good entry level.
Well, I like the pre-release that I got here, or my wife got. It's all going to be mixed together. I'm liking the set. Any final words?
Not much, other than just stay tuned. I know we've got a little bit more Kamigawa content coming out. Then I know we're also we've got some big plans, especially when it comes down to the new Commander set coming out. And then hopefully Streets of New Capenna as well. We would hope to have some plans there. But I know at least for the Commander set, obviously that's being the big thing I talk about. I have a couple of things in the works if I can make happen I want to do here for the channel that'll give us an interesting little playthrough.
Alright guys, so as always, stay forever, stay safe, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
Take care.